Just a week remains for the all-important general elections. The future of this country could very well rest on these men and women contesting the upcoming elections. Let's have a listen briefly to what they had to say.
Friends, we the United National Party have very clearly stated in this election that we will work against corruption. This is what we intend to do, to create a clean political culture in the country.
We got an election at the time we needed it. The United National Party is going into this election as a party which completely crumbled every single development project in the country and committed one of the biggest acts of thievery in the country's recent history. Therefore, we have no issue in having this election.
The UNP cannot form a government alone, neither can Mahinda Rajapaksa's faction. So it is almost certain that a national government will be formed. So what happens to Mahinda Rajapaksa's team is that their political figure gets destroyed.
If the JVP becomes the main opposition party, I will crawl back to the main office of the JVP. The JVP, the main opposition? What nonsense!
After I get elected to Parliament from the Mathura district come the 18th, and when a Prime Minister is appointed through the votes of the MPs, remember that I will be the first to cast my vote.
Mahinda Rajapaksa went home after leaving even the unborn child 450,000 rupees in debt to the world. He did not fulfill a single promise he made. He said he would provide children a glass of milk and shoes, but nothing was fulfilled. This is the truth.
In 2010, Ranil Wickremesinghe backed out and put Sarath Fonseka to contest. In 2015, he put another person. This goes to show that Ranil cannot contest with Mahinda Rajapaksa. He simply cannot. Dear friends, come the 18th, Ranil Wickremesinghe will lose the position of opposition leader as well. Those in the UNP too will chase him from that position.
The biggest resource we have today is the youth of this country. Back then they distanced themselves from us and viewed us through a squint eye. But today they believe that only we can safeguard their future. Together with the trust you have placed in us, we will bring a new economic policy to the country.
Ranil Wickremesinghe is promising to give cars. Now is that the issue among the youth? They do not even have a job to buy a car. And even if they do have a job, they don't get paid more than 12 to 15,000 rupees. What the youth needs today are good and permanent jobs devoid of party differences.
Come to think of it, both sides are the same. So shouldn't they be criticized? So if a national government is formed like the President said, all these rogues, fraudsters and drug dealers, ethanol dealers and mega dealers will be in this national government.
My dear friends, we are ready to form our very own government. We did have some obstacles, but within a span of 6 months, we have overcome these obstacles and changed our negative mentality. Some tried to split our party, but we did not allow that to happen.
The promises made to this country must be fulfilled. Governments in this country are toppled by civil societies, the working sector and the farming community. Mahinda Rajapaksa, who people said cannot be defeated, was brought down from his throne to his knees through the battle collectively fought by us.
The Sri Lanka Freedom Party went wrong because MPs from the UNP were brought in and were seated on our side. Whenever we speak of drugs, ethanol and murderers, they are indirectly speaking of the UNP MPs who crossed over to this side. We must not repeat our mistakes this time around.
What the country needs is a government which understands your hunger and pain. We are hoping for a just society that gives a fair wage to hired laborers, a fair profit for traders and a fair price for farmers.
Ranil Wickremesinghe always hoodwinked the people. Everyone looks to pass the O-level examination. He said that you could still do your A-level examination even if you fail the O-level exam. But he forgot one crucial thing. That is, the O-level student does not have a vote.
At a time of an economic collapse when mothers could not feed their children, the Rajapaksa family installed air conditioners and televisions even in their toilets and sheltered their 43 dogs in air-conditioned rooms. We brought an end to this dark era.
මේ අසාධාරණ කාලවකවානු අඳුරු කාලවකවානු අපි අවසන් කරා.